what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? You know what's going on. You know I had to, come on now. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Hey, it's round one. It's round one. Let's play. Let's play. We've been waiting for the music. We been waiting for the competition. Let's go. Let's go. Drake drop push-ups. Now it's time. All right, Kendrick just dropped Euphoria. Let's talk about it, y'all. Hey, instantly when I heard this, I was like, oh yeah. Okay, 6 minutes before I even looked at it, I was like, yeah, Kendrick about to go crazy. Kendrick about to go crazy. And I think he went crazy, for real. But I do feel like this only the beginning. Because I do feel like Drake is going to respond back, and I think it's going to be a back and forth for a while. So I'm ready for the music, but Kendrick went off. I don't like the narratives of, I'm a Drake fan more than I am a Kendrick fan. But I have to be objective in this because guess what? It's good music, and these are both, they both superstars. These are two of the two, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't like the bias as far as, like, not saying his music or his diss track wasn't good. Kendrick had bars on there. And then also the attention span of today, everybody just listen real quick and don't really listen to what's being said. They just trying to listen for the beat. Kendrick rapping on this. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I would say the same for Drake as far as push-ups. He's rapping on that. And how I look at it right now, I look at it as Drake having a better record. The more bars were said in Kendrick's one, in my opinion, based off of the two diss now, I say Drake has the better record. It resonates more. But Kendrick, hey, come on, it's Kendrick. He got bars. Both of them are rappers, and I don't like that narrative being painted. They're both rappers. You know what I'm saying? Don't just think because Drake, he does pop music, and Kendrick, he's on his other lane. And that's what I liked about the diss record, because it was creative. It's still Kendrick-esque song. It's still a good song and good track. Before I even rate it, some of the best bars in there, that YNW Melly bar was crazy. And there was a lot of other bars that went over people's head, but he said, man, Cole and Aubrey, know that I'm selfish. Crown is heavy. Then you finish it with pray to real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. Bar. That was a bar right there. You can't. And then, of course, people looked at it as, a regular bar, but not that FL that Pushin P. Let me see you push a T. That was a bar. And then the play on words. I think his second verse was his best verse, Kendrick, in this. The second verse went crazy. That's when he really got in his bag. Because the first verse was actually tough on the first beat. Because it was like, I'm slow walking you down. Like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying certain things. I make music that electrify him. You make music that pacify him. You know what I'm saying? And it's more to that in which he's trying to say. And I'm going to spare you. But I feel like that's what both of them are doing in this. They both like, I'm going to spare you, but yeah, this next track is going to be the one. They know stuff behind the scenes about each other that we don't know. And I feel like that's going to be the one who wins this because everything that's said about Drake, everybody else has already said. But the things to say about Kendrick, it's not too many things we know about Kendrick as far as like having dirt on Kendrick. It's not too many things. I can see the angle of, Kendrick calling Drake biracial, but Kendrick's wife is allegedly biracial. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be tough, though. I think this is a battle. I think Drake does have a bomb waiting, and, that's why he was baiting Kendrick. But, it's a mano for real. Kendrick is no slight. He one of them ones. That's why he's saying, like, oh, yeah, well, I ain't see you push a T, but you not pushing me for real. And I think that is a mano. Like, I do think Drake, and which I feel like he's going to drop by this Friday. He's dropping by this Friday, and I say 3 a.m. in Compton, go crazy. But so right now, Kendrick didn't come to play. If I'm rating it, I'll give it like a 8.5, maybe 9. I'll say 8.5, honestly. It was good bars. It was actually a good diss. He said a lot of things that other artists said, but he put it in a more creative, sarcastic way. You know what I'm saying? Like it made for a good song as well too, a good track. So I definitely think it's up. It's up. And to say who's winning, like I said, like you can base it off of like it's based off of where you think the starting point is. I think the starting point is push-ups where Euphoria, but also I do feel like people can give an edge to Taylor Made being in there because it's like, all right, we waiting. But if you're going just track for track, push-ups versus Euphoria, like I said, I like push-ups better as a record. But the Euphoria is bars in there. Like, it's layers in there. Like, he kind of like battle rapping and type stuff in there. And that's just me being straight up honest. Like, and then, like I said, Kendrick in this, what he did well, the beat transition. Like, from going from, it basically, like, he had 3 verses on, like, I get it, 3 different songs, but it's just one song. So it was fire. Like, I'm not sitting here going to say just because I'm a Drake fan more than a Kendrick fan, that this wasn't fire. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that has made a diss to Drake, if it was fire, is credit due there. It's credit due there in general. Like also just in music in general, and especially in the diss, I feel like it's important if you do choose a side, but I do feel like it is important to be objective on the other side as well too. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand it's for Drake fans. Like people say, oh yeah, we biased and stuff like that. I get it. I get it. But I do feel like it's a lot of fans out there like that too as well. And I feel like based off of what's going on right now with Kendrick and Drake, like it's going to be a lot of recency bias. So whoever drops next, we know it's going to be good music and we know it's going to be good. So that's where the crowd is going to go, or we're going to talk about it in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You know how the internet is. And then you have, like we said, Drake and Kendrick fans that are like sold on, nah, Drake got this. Kendrick got this. He the better rapper. He defeated him. Drake got this. He just better overall. Like people are going on mano. That's what makes it competition. That's what I like about it as well too. But also understand everybody gonna have their own opinions. Everybody gonna have their own opinions about it. We can't sway anybody's opinions because you have a lot of the rappers now, like Cam and Mace just came out. Gilly just came out and was just saying that, Drake is up 1-0 and saying that Drake had the better record. That's how they feel. That's their opinion. And some people can hold credibility to it because they're rappers. And then some people will be like, oh, nah, y'all on Drake payroll, that comical stuff. I just feel like whoever you like in this is who you like. But also, keep it real and realistic as well too. What I did additionally like about the Kendrick is just like the sarcasm as far as like him playing the character. Because some people thought it was like weird. People said Kendrick got to come with more. But I feel like both of them, in my opinion, are baiting each other. So I feel like both of them, in terms of boxing, this is a strong left hook and a strong right hook. And who about to counter on the next punch? That's me. I feel like push-ups was the right hook, yeah. Kendrick hit him back with the left hook. All right, now it's time to see who gonna squabble, and who gonna really counter. And now it's Drake's turn to counter. Drake is on the clock. So, and I do feel like a lot of people, we got to keep the same energy. We got to keep the same energy with Drake. I was saying at the last part about Kendrick. I do feel like he's on the clock. And as soon as I said that, days later, he dropped. So, literally a day later, he dropped. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to be patient in this, but I understand us as fans, we greedy. We want the music now. We see y'all going at it. We want to be entertained right now and see what's going on right now, currently. Like we said, I don't, and also it's like with Drake and Kendrick at first. Well, I say now the whole reason of how it started. That's why I give like that credit for being a good song. A real good song. It is a diss. It's a jab towards them. But like ultimately, I feel like because there was so many people going at Drake on the album, I can see how people think that Drake is up right now because he was going against 1 verse 20. But I do like to play on words what Kendrick said about the 20 verse 1 verse 20 in his diss. He addressed a lot of those things. But that's why I said it's tough right now. But like I said, me personally, and this is my opinion, I have Drake up because I do also think Taylor Made, which was a direct diss, I feel like that was creative. People said, using Tupac and Snoop. I get that. If you feel like that, you feel like that. You feel like that was corny, you feel like that. I do feel like it was creative. And I feel like when you're dissing and when you're in a rap beef, you got to go to other places. You got to go to other places, especially understanding your opponent. You have to respect your opponent. And I feel like based on them 2 songs, he like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? I really don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? And you keep on playing with me, and I really don't respect you. And Kendrick like, look here. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them ones. I don't know who you talking to. And I don't want to see you say the N-word no more. Like, and you had opinions out there like that. Like I said, it's no rules to rap beef or this, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Whatever angle you take is the angle you take. But I do think at a point in time, the biracial things will become to get corny if it continues to go on. Because, I mean, Drake is black. Like, come on. And then, like we said, it's speculated or alleged that, Kendrick's, mother's child, the person he's with, is biracial. So it's like, bro, I get that. Guess what? It's no rules. But I feel like, and then also another one, I feel like that's going to become corny just in this back and forth on both sides. Is if either of them say each other's music is whack. No, I can't see it. I don't understand it. If either of them say, and then the song, and then about the classics, even with J. Cole mentioning Kendrick classics, like you can't, you know what I'm saying? This kind of, I know, we're gonna spread lies, we're gonna do whatever, but that's a lie. It doesn't really hold any weight. And just like how Kendrick said, Drake don't have classics that don't hold value, because all of these parties have classics for sure. And have good music for sure. That's why they going up a mano, because it's nobody on this level but me and you. What's up? Like that's how they feeling about it. Drake feel like, look, you beneath me, and Kendrick feel like that towards him as well. I'm just excited to see what angle they both take in this next one. Like I said, the quicker this happens, the more impactful it's going to be. I feel like both of them dropping now, we could say 3 weeks and 3 weeks apart. I feel like the next moments have to be instant. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to actually win or get the edge in this heavyweight bout right here. For real. Like I think Drake, like I said, I think Drake drops no later than Friday. Thursday night, Friday. I don't see no later than then. And if it is later, it's gonna be sometime in the weekend. Because you can tell based off how he was baiting Kendrick to like rap, like get out here, let's go. You called me to be outside, let's go. I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? He was waiting on that. Now that Kendrick outside, now you gotta deal with that problem. Let's see. Like I said, hey, objectivity for real in this. Like I ain't trying to be biased just because I'm a Drake fan. I'm going to say if somebody else made the better music, the better this song, the better whatever, then give them their credit. And I feel like that's what the problem is between the Drake fans, the Kendrick fans. And then shout out to the casual just listener that's just waiting to hear good music. Because it's a lot of them out there just, look, I'm just here for good music. I'm just here for, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have this a lot. And I will say, and double back on what I said, 2024 is going to go down as the best years in music in a long time. Because I feel like the last one before that, good music, I would say 2017, 2016, 2013, and then you get in the 2000s and 2008s. But I feel like the most recent ones that we've had like a good musical year with, and not just because of this, just good music coming out, was before this year, 2017, 16, 2013, of the 2010s and 2020s, like of the most recent years. So this is good to see, because 2017, some albums came out. 2016 was a crazy time. I'm sure that was when Back to Back happened. What a Time to Be Alive. 2016 has so many hits. Culture, 2017. Like, it's so many albums that I'm not naming. Then you go to Future. Future had Hendrix. Then the Future named album, bro. What? Then in 2015 was crazy too. I'm not gonna lie. But but this overall is gonna go down as history. That's what I'm gonna say. This 2024 music campaign that's going on is going to in history. We only what? Are we even 6 months in the year? Yeah. I'm happy as a fan. I'm happy as a fan of music for sure. I'm happy as a fan of music. And like we said, we're gonna keep the same energy for both artists. We're gonna keep the same energy for both artists. Because Kendrick went crazy. Drake, I feel like, went crazy. But I feel like this is all the setup. This is really just round one, round two. Like we, hit you up, and I'll compare it to boxers, like how we wanted like prime Floyd and Pacquiao. This is the fight we finally getting to see in that type of realm. This the fight we finally getting to see. Now they got a little older and stuff like that, but they were still, they were still sharp when they faced each other. So yeah, it's time. And then speaking of boxing, briefly speaking of boxing, I need the narratives to stop about this Tank Ryan Garcia. I don't see it honestly. I get Ryan Garcia, and Ryan Garcia is tough. He's talented and gifted. I just had this conversation with my boy. He was basically like out of Tank, Shakur, Haney, Garcia is kind of like the most gifted to where he can get in the ring like with no fundamentals and still, go the distance. Because honestly, with Haney, like Garcia, you can tell he wasn't even taking the fight serious. So I get that point. But do I think he still beats Tank? No. I think the results are the same, but the fight is different. Yes, if he has the hydration clause, but I don't think he wins against Tank. I think the same results are there for sure. And if it's not a TKO, then if the hydration clause, they go longer rounds. But I don't think that's it. But yeah, we're gonna stay tuned. You already know, y'all. We're gonna stay tuned with this going on, with this push-ups versus Euphoria. Hey, the next one, let's see. Drake is on the clock. Let's go. OVO. He on the clock. For sure. I think this is going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy. So we shall see. Y'all let us know in the comments who you got. You know what I'm saying? Or, if you just like the music, who's up right now based off of what you see. You feel me? Another amazing episode, TheFaisonViewPodcast. I had to just drop the episode real quick. You know what I'm saying? My brother was asking me, what my opinion on it. Can't wait to see the next episode. So I'm like, yeah, let me get this out here. All right, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You already know where to. Like, share, subscribe. We only elevate from here. We only elevating from here. Thank you guys for being on the journey. You know what I'm saying? Continue to follow me. You know?